Cimoooooooo! Welcome to Tech Tuesdays, a weekly series where we discuss some awesome tech cards as well as help make you a better player. This week's card is And the Band Played On, a new trap card coming out of Primal Origins, which is set to release later this month. Now, And the Band Played On is a trap card that prevents the special summoning of monsters of the same level, as well as the special summoning of monsters in the same rank. So what does that mean? Well, basically this is the ultimate anti-exceed card. Now, why is this card a good tech card? Well, let's look at some of the top tier decks of the format. You know, this card wrecks Geargias. I mean, it flat out destroys them, because one of their most common plays is to flip armor and search out Accelerator. So what you do is, you flip And the Band Plays On. This forces them to use a normal summon, because they're not going to be allowed to special summon another level 4 because Geargia armor is still face up on the field. So it practically makes their accelerators dead. And it also makes Arsenal less effective, because if they have another level 4 already on board, they're not going to be able to use his effect to bring out another armor or anything else that they choose to bring out. Moving into Mermail, this card's going to prevent them from special summoning multiple level 7s or level 4s, so it's going to force them to play a much more smaller field, and it's going to limit their options. And for how much we all love Dragon Rulers, well, this card's the ultimate solution, because they're only going to be allowed to special summon one Dragon Ruler per turn, if that. I mean, if they already have a level 7 on the field, they're not going to be allowed to summon any of them. So that means no Dracosac, no Big Eye, nothing. And speaking of dragons, this card really hurts Hieratics, because they're not going to be able to get 2 level 6s to go into a tomb. They're just going to be stuck with, Sue or whatever level 6 they have on the field. Infernities is also another deck that this card is super good against, because they're not going to be able to go into their Lavavel chain if you can get it off in time, which basically sets the whole deck into motion. And since that deck special summons like crazy, they're just not going to be able to do any of their plays, since they can't have multiple monsters on the field with the same level. This card stops cards like Tour Guide, Kage Takage, Wolfbark, really any card that says when this card's on the field, special summon a monster with the same level that attempts to go into an Exceed play, this card totally hinders any of those plays. This card would be really good to play in decks that don't heavily rely on special summoning. Decks like Fire Fist, Fire Kings, Boojins, really anything that's more normal summoning reliant, this card is a perfect fit, because it doesn't hurt you nearly as much as it would your opponent. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about And the Band Plays On. I think it's a really cool card if played in the correct deck. And it's almost like a pseudo Vanity's Emptiness, but yeah, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We'll see you next week.